Well, hello there. Welcome back. We are going to be watching Ahsoka Season 2 trailer that dropped at D23. I know I'm late. I'm usually late on these things, but, I have more important things to do in my life than watch, Dave Filoni's wet dreams that he throws out for everyone to see. So I will watch this. I'm going to pause it periodically. I'll give you my thoughts. I've got some clips. I've seen it like one other time, so I've got some ideas. So let me put on my handy dandy headphones, and let's kick this pig.
Tell me, Ahsoka, what troubles you?
This guy specifically. So, this is Exar Kun. It's not actually Exar Kun. I don't think it's actually Exar Kun, but it is an Exar Kun knockoff. If you don't know, Exar Kun from the Old Republic was a fallen Jedi Knight that he had a specific weapon, and it was a double-bladed lightsaber the size of a single-bladed lightsaber, as you can see in the picture. He had similar markings, similar haircut, similar facial structure. The reason why he had that weapon is because he was able to wield it a lot faster. He was able to do a lot more damage with it and kill a lot more people with it. So this is Exar Kun knockoff. And the reason why we know it's a knockoff is because, well, I just described him. It literally looks like Exar Kun, and he's got his weapon. And Dave Filoni can't create anything new. He can't. The difference might be, I don't remember if Exar Kun had two. I think he did. But that's what this is. He had a double-bladed lightsaber that he pulls apart, and now he's got two double-bladed lightsabers that are smaller. And it's just, that's all this is. So as you can see, he's got just a regular double-bladed lightsaber, so that pulling apart is probably halfway through, and then he'll do all the twirly stuff that Exar Kun did in the comics and the books and stuff. So, I mean, it's good to see Hayden Christensen back, though.
By your side.
But why doesn't he ever talk to his kids? He's always talking to Ahsoka, but he doesn't talk to Luke, the one who saved the galaxy and redeemed him.
Citizens of the glorious empire, I have returned. I took an oath to protect the empire. I therefore declare war on the Rebel Alliance.
I like how he still calls it the Rebel Alliance. He treats them as an illegitimate government. Oh, I know this part, though. It's so silly. It makes me laugh every time. Energy bows. Energy bows. Why? You have automatic weapons in this universe. You have blasters that you can just sit there and pull the trigger down, and it'll just be like, but you pick a bow. Didn't Omega have a bow in Bad Batch 2? I have so many issues with Filoni. Oh my goodness, it's just silly. It's just silly. You don't do, the light whip is silly. I know that's Legends. I know it's a thing that they did. It's still silly. This isn't silly. This is stupid. This is going into a gunfight against Arnold Schwarzenegger with his minigun from Terminator with just your bare hands. Going, I'll just punch him. Or I guess going into it with a bow and going, I'll just shoot my bow and arrow at him as he just mows down police cars. So silly. So silly. I don't understand his fascination. I do understand his fascination with witches. His wife is one.
Out of vision.
He loves his witches.
What did you see? More.
I mean, the B-Wings
more
look cool.
danger than I thought.
And
They
Yin
were
Yang.
claimed to have knowledge of a power.
Master!
One that could end wars.
The Hound has entered the building. Chopper or Zed. Yeah.
A long time ago, I walked away from the Jedi.
It's just
This is
rebels.
your trial, Ahsoka. Take your time to
So Ezra fighting Captain Enoch. So as we know, Captain Enoch is named after the biblical character that has been given the title to the Book of Enoch, which is actually called First Enoch and Second Enoch, which was not written by Enoch, but somebody like Filoni, who's really into occult nonsense, probably heard about the Book of Enoch and was like, that's a cool name. I think I'll name my guy Captain Enoch. Because I don't think Filoni gets any deeper than that. I really don't. I do not think he's a deep man. And I'm pretty sure by his 20-minute rambling on do or do not, there is no try, proves that point. If you haven't seen it, go find it. It is hilariously stupid.
Decide.
Oh, and then there's Hugh Wang being General Grievous. So, my rant for this is simple. Evil cannot create. It can only corrupt and destroy. Something Tolkien said. Which he got from Scripture. Filoni can only corrupt and destroy. He cannot seem to create. I do not think he's evil. He might be. His wife is a self-proclaimed witch. But I don't want to bring his family into it. Stay on the man. You cannot mistake malice for incompetence, and I think he's just incompetent. I think he's trying to add too many things to Star Wars that then makes it not Star Wars. I think he's trying to add too much to it. I don't think he's trying to play in the sandbox that is the galaxy far, far away. I think he's trying to expand and bring extra stuff into it that is not part of that galaxy, that then deludes the galaxy and makes it not Star Wars. I think that's what he's doing. I don't think he even realizes it's what he's doing. He's literally sitting in a sandbox like a 6-year-old kid smashing his toys together and goes, what if Hugh Wang had 4 lightsabers? That'd be so cool. I think that's really all it is. I don't think it gets deeper than that. I do not think this is malicious intent. I think it is incompetence. Plain and simple. I think Kathleen Kennedy was malicious intent. Dave Filoni is incompetence. I think that's the best way to put that.
Are you a Jedi? Or not?
Are you a Jedi or not? She keeps saying she's not. So, like, it, shit or get off the pot, right? So this is boring. To me, this is silly nonsense. And as I explained, it is not Star Wars. It's got too much extra stuff in it. It's too much occulty stuff. And go back. I noticed something in the beginning too. I think it's right about here. All of these people come in. These are the zombies. And there's your Night Sister with her silly bow. Like, it's all occult stuff. You got zombies, you've got witches, you've got Balin's skull, Shin Hati. For those that don't know, Skull and Hati are the 2 wolves, offspring of Fenrir, that chase the moon and the sun. And when they catch up to the moon and the sun, they cause Ragnarok when they eat them. That's where he gets that from. He's getting it from Norse mythology. Like, it's fun to have mythological stuff in it, but it's also, when it's too much mythological nonsense and not enough Star Wars, it stops becoming Star Wars. But yeah, I think you can end on energy bows. Let's see if I can get the spot. I think it's right about here. No, we can end right there. That's a perfect way to end this. Just So I think this is boring. I think this looks boring. I think it looks bad. I think it's silly. I think it is a corruption and a knockoff and incompetence. Not malicious, but incompetent. And I think because of this, because of what you can see on screen and how silly that looks, I think Filoni doesn't make it through the year. I think James Gunn is going to get fired from DC after Man of Tomorrow drops. And I think after Starfighter, which I think is going to bomb, I think Ryan Gosling will pull people in the beginning, and it'll be so bad they'll tell everybody, like, word of mouth is going to be terrible. I think... Oh, I don't need these anymore. I think Filoni doesn't last through 2027. And if he does last through 2027, I don't think he makes it halfway through 2028. I just don't. The only thing that might save him in 2027 is the 50th anniversary of A New Hope. That's it. And that's his only play. Ahsoka Season 2 is going to be bad. As we just watched, it looks terrible. And the people that checked out from Season 1 are not going to come back. So all that's going to happen is the same people that liked Season 1 are going to stay, and you might even lose some of them because it might just be weird. It might be too much sandboxy, occult nonsense. I think Starfighter is going to be boring and is going to fall apart. I think once, and especially if they bring Rey in it, because that's the problem with this brand, is it's not like Star Trek, where Star Trek you can literally just cut it off and be like, hey, anything that Paramount has been doing since this era, we're not even watching. It doesn't matter. We're not paying attention. Star Trek fans are really good at just being like, cut that off. That limb, don't need it anymore. Just get rid of it. I'm gonna go watch The Next Generation, and I'm going to go watch Enterprise, and I'm going to go watch Deep Space Nine, and I'm going to enjoy Star Trek for what it was, and I'll wait these people out until they get their stuff together. Because Strange New Worlds had another puppet episode for some reason. So it's stuff like that, and it's been canceled, which is great, but Star Trek fans can do that. It doesn't erode the brand when they do weird things. Star Wars, on the other hand, it does, because you have characters that they are still trying to play with, and every time you put something out that's dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber, you get the situation where you see it's playing on TV and it's Return of the Jedi, and you're like, oh cool, I'm gonna watch this, and as you're watching it, you're like, oh, that's the Luke I remember. Oh yeah, he drinks green milk from an alien and then throws everything away and becomes a hermit and then dies from force constipation. Great. Thanks for ruining the character. I don't want to watch this. And if you say it hasn't happened to you, you're lying, because even as diehard Star Wars fans like myself, I have a hard time sometimes watching A New Hope and seeing Han and just remembering like, oh yeah, they kill him. His son kills him because he becomes a deadbeat dad. Like, there's no redeeming quality to his end of his story because of what they did. And it is harder to cut that part off and say, just ignore all that, it doesn't exist, than it is for something like Star Trek. So when they keep doing things like this Ahsoka Season 2, and they keep doing things like Starfighter, where Rey shows up, and it is more erosion on the brand. And eventually there will be no brand left to erode unless somebody comes along and redeems and repairs it. And it is not these people. The people in charge are not the ones to redeem and repair this. So, with my ranting done, my rambling is over. I will say have a good night. And before you go, if you could do me a favor, hit all the buttons, do all the things, and I will see you in the next video.